Jessica, congratulations on the victory tonight. I know you've had a little bit of chance to soak it in. Give me an idea. What's the emotion like? I mean, all this happening so fast, and now you're 1-0 in the UFC.
This is on. It was awesome. Everything about this fight and the matchup was amazing. It kind of felt like a perfect storm. You know, just it's my 30th in a couple of days, and I really wanted to come home for my birthday, and I couldn't afford it. And then this fight happened, and it was against Beck, who this fight's been talked about in Aussie MMA for 5 years or so now. But we were always 2 divisions apart, so it was crazy that it finally happened, and it happened on the biggest stage in the world. And all my family's here. It's amazing. I'm so happy.
Talk about the feeling going in. I mean, even veterans of the sport who fought in the biggest organizations, they say when they come to the UFC, there's nerves, and then you're doing it back home, and all of those added things to it. Were there nerves? Were you battling the octagon jitters?
Not so much nerves, more excitement. I love what I do. I don't fight for any reason other than I just really enjoy it. So it was crazy. I've been literally dreaming about that walkout for my whole career, So walking out, having everyone yelling my name, having, my best friends with me, seeing my mom and my sister and all my family as I'm going up to the octagon, there's nothing like it. Nothing will ever top that,
Let's talk about between the bells. I mean, you had to get ready for this very quickly, and I know it was tough, but as far as your performance goes, how did it play out versus your expectations, and what did you think about your performance?
I honestly thought I could have finished that fight. Obviously, I took it on really short notice and had a pretty tough weight cut. I feel like with a bit of better preparation, I could have finished it in the second. But I came so close to finishing it anyway. But I'm super happy with that. Compared to as each fight goes by, they just get better and better. My very first fight with my coach, John Wood, was exactly 1 year ago today. And the difference between that and this one are night and day. So I'm happy. I won. I'm happy.
Very nice. And last thing for me, the flyweight division kind of just getting going. Is that your home? And where do you feel? Because I think you said in your flash quotes afterwards, there's no rankings. We're still waiting to get a champion. So, I mean, is the flyweight division your home? And where do you feel like you fit in when there's no list yet?
100%. I'm supposed to be in flyweight. I've felt that for a long time. It's just taken me a while to get my weight in check and make sure that my preparation is key. Like you said, it's wide open. I feel like I'm a couple of fights away from being able to fight for the belt anyway, obviously, after they crown it on December 1st. I think I stack up well against anybody in there, anybody that they give me.
Just a question over here,
Yep.
Jess. I'm not sure, have you had a chance to watch some of the Ultimate Fighter that's happening right now? What do you think about some of the talent on that show?
To be honest, I don't watch The Ultimate Fighter. But one of my teammates, Roxanne Modafferi, was on that season, and I obviously train with her a lot and know how talented she is. And I highly doubt anyone comes close to the level that she's at. But yeah, I haven't watched it.
And obviously you got your hometown fight here in Sydney. Where are you looking to fight next? Obviously you've got a home over in America as well. Do you have a place where you'd like to have your next fight?
Yeah, I live in Vegas. I'd be happy to fight in Vegas. I haven't fought in Vegas since 2015, so I got a lot of friends and family there, so that would be cool. Otherwise, I'd like to go to Japan. I'd like to go to Europe. I don't care. I just want to fight somewhere.
Talk to us about that moment at the Waynes where you and Beck had that, I guess, awkward, not awkward moment. How did that come together? Was it choreographed? Did you speak to her beforehand, and how did it come together?
So I said to her out the back, I'm like, hey, this would be pretty funny. And she's like, oh, ha, 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 and kind of laughed it off. And I don't think she thought I was serious. And then when I did it, afterwards, as I was walking off the stage, she yelled at me and she's like, why do you have to be so awkward? But I thought it was hilarious.
Was it kind of weird and almost bittersweet in the sense you're facing an Aussie? Obviously, this fight is one that's been talked about for a long time, but she's moving up to flyweight, kind of looking to restart her career, and you're making your debut, also looking to start your career here, and you have to kind of knock off an Aussie to be successful yourself.
Yeah, honestly, that part of it sucked. That was my only hesitation with taking the fight, is that I didn't want to take that opportunity away from another Australian woman. There's only 5 of us in the UFC now. But at the end of the day, I spent my entire career fighting Aussies in Australia, so it is what it is.
Regarding the fight itself, in between rounds, she was saying to her corner that you were very heavy and she felt your pressure on top. Did you sort of feel like she was getting frustrated? Did you notice it in between rounds? And did you sort of feel like you were able to break her later on in the fight?
I definitely felt like at the end of the second round she was starting to break. I saw when the bell went that she didn't get up straight away. and I could see it on her face. You know, when we came out for the third round, I could see it. I felt like I was close to finishing it. But I know I'm heavy on top. Like, that exact grappling exchange is what I've been drilling for months now. So, yeah, I know how heavy it is. I don't blame her.
And last one for me, you've got a little anchor tattoo on your cheek. I'm just curious if there's any story behind that.
I killed a sailor once. That's not true. I just like it. I think it looks cool.
Any other questions?
Thank you.